God, you must be exhausted too. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I left me hardly know my own name.
I hate to say it, but you're looking a bit, yes. No, good.
No, I'm just old.
Good afternoon, folks. It's Monday the something, I don't know, 17th, is it, of September? 4 PM movie snack at 4:15. Sorry I'm late. Who's that? Maddie, is that you? Sorry I'm late, folks. Couldn't get rid of this lot. And we're in and out of ridiculous showery weather here, so you know we love a weather report. What's going on with you over there with the weather? I'm about to, afternoon, Gillian with a J, I'm about to dodge the raindrops and get back to wherever I came from wherever whence I came from this morning. I can't remember where that is. Just saying goodbye to everyone. It's Monday and it should be a new shui. Not feng shui, a new shui. Doris, good afternoon. How's your weather? I hear thundery storms over there. I don't know if my comments are working today, so do give me a signage. I think just in my mind, whilst I was coming to the end of the day here, I think I've cooked up a new shui for you, or beginnings of which we'll have a go at, if my brain can remember what they were. So I think I'm going to go. Alan, this is how your day started, watching me doing me. I was doing the exactly you arrived.
That's right, exactly. So
another one.
Good end to the day.
Good end to the day.
Thanks for having me, guys.
See you later. Bye bye. Afternoon, CK. Good to see you all. I'm just thinking I'm going to do a 3, 2, 1. I've got Becky Big Font today. Becky Big Font going on. Thanks, Fiona. All right, ready, 3, 2, 1. Me still in Limerick. I'm departing Limerick today and heading back up to Dublin in the morning. So let's get going. Get going with it. About there-ish, I think. I might just take you back a bit. Over there. Put you over there a minute. How's that? All right, so boost to start. I'm back with the lectern. External support, wedging onto, weight even across both feet. Extra lift and extend. Start steady, stay steady. Keep your knees low, make it more about the feet. Leave a gap between the feet. This is significant. So check that they're not going to creep closer together. This will help with balance, and you're just shifting the weight from one leg to the other, trying to get more toe hinges and heel raises on the go. You may prefer, look, to leave the feet on the floor. That might help with balance. Still going to have that circulation boosting effect, and then bit by bit you can bring in the other parts. You may prefer to have your leg turn to the front of you, here. There you go. Or without, or I do have a chair today for the 4 PM, unlike this morning. So I have hip walk forward, and all of those points I just mentioned for the stand, Sept boost can apply to sit. Keep the weight even across your buttocks, go for the low knees, pushing up through the feet, maintaining the tension, the activity in the trunk, and then building in there. So it might be arms and legs together, it might be arms only. There you go. That's it. That's your Sept boost. All right, a bit of a smiley face. To be honest, my mind has been a little bit scrambled today. There's been various things that have deviated from our direction of planned travel today. Not only the fence, but I kind of thought of a sway in the back of my head. So we're going to go with, here's the beginnings of the arm sway. Palms together, and it's an out and an in here. So you're aiming to keep the same distance between hands, about as wide as your shoulders are out and back. Up the side, tuck the elbows in, there. Palms facing each other. Okay, that's the first part. It's exactly the same in sit. Slow, slow, slow as we go. Okay. A very subtle but significant change as the week will go on. Now in reverse, so it's an out and an in, and then a direction change, out and back. So there's like a little moment of there. Slow, slow, slow. And then one final change. On the finish here, it's a rotate around, and then again, I'm aiming to keep the same distance between the hands, one direction, and then the other. So the whole thing, so it's trying to use this symmetry, if you like, so both arms doing the same thing. There's the outward bound, there's the inward bound, and then at this point we rotate around. There's the one direction of travel, back to base, and then the other, and then everything back to base. As if you're holding a box, actually. Kind of a symmetry kind of exercise, if you like. Both arms doing the same thing, and it's the same in stand. One more in stand. Get your balance, keep the chest lifted. So it goes outward bound, change of direction, inward bound. From here, it's a rotate around, and then the other. That's it, that's your start point. Off, sway, back to base, and down. All right, stretch your positions. Here we go, there's the chest. Press your front forwards. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, and you might want to move in and out of that into a slumpy, relaxing position, into active sit, then the stretch. Plant the hands on the buttocks there, or the back of the hands. Just kind of freely moving in and out those more extended positions there. Stretch it. Give your font, give your big font a big stretch. There you go, chest stretch. Happy with upright postures, balance, and arm movements. Moving into the back of the arm stretch, preparing for shoulders. Keep the head still. You may be in sit, you may be in stand. A couple of rehearsals on that, and then go for the stretch position. Aiming to keep the elbow up, stretching the back of the arm, slowly in, slowly out. Any number of fidgets or adjustments in between. Slowness is the key. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. I am feeling a bit of overstretch around the armpits following this morning's fence activities. This goes to prove if you move your body parts in larger ranges of motion with more load than they are used to, i.e. hanging from a fence, you're going to feel it, and I can indeed feel that. So that's the back of the arm stretch, giving your fence muscles a stretch. And of course you might be in stand. If you're in stand, pick your position, it might be here. If you're in sit, it might be here. Alright, other fence muscles to stretch. If you don't feel the size of your trunk have been stretched enough today, here you go. So there's the first bit, and then there's the full fence hang position. If you weren't in on the ATM movement snack today, you won't understand why I keep talking about hanging from a fence. You might want to go back and have a look, you might not. So there's your upper side fence stretch, side of the trunk stretch there, or you might want to go for a double arm. Out, 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 stretch all the way up, maybe a bit of a sideways bend, and then come down, or, these are all options. It might be there, and then the stretch. Or if shoulders aren't comfortable, or they're not ready for this range of motion yet, maybe just stretch and release. Stretch. So you can still get that feeling of stretch through the trunk without the arms. Those are the 3 key stretches of the top end. Chest stretch, back of arm, into that upward sidey stretch position, which leaves 2 stretches to come, which is the back of thigh. Have a look at this one. Give me a chair a shimmy around. So from a sit position, leg goes out and the knee is a little bit bent. The foot is relaxed, i.e. not rigid in flex. Lift and hinge there. And as you hinge forward, there's the stretch. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Pretty much most of the key moving parts and supporting parts of my body are feeling fence antics. I'm tempted to go back to it now and give it another go. No, I'm not really. There's your back of thigh stretch. What are we aiming for? This feeling of tension, achievable, kind of slowly in. You can feel the muscles lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. You'll get to the point where you go, I think that's it. That's the best stretchest position I can get. And then slowly back. Goes without saying, flexibility around the hips and the back of the thighs is going to help with reaching down to lower levels and also your stride length in stand. Last stretch is the calf stretch. Have a hip walk back, 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 back. There's the foot, there's your foot, and there's the stretch position. So the foot comes back towards the shin, press the heels forward, and now the feeling of stretch is here in the calves. Got it? There. You'll also be feeling it here in shins. Double benefits here, so you're moving the foot, so you're working the shin muscles. These are the ones that raise the feet, lift the toes, for picking your feet up to increase stride or to go up slopes, for example. All these fundamental movements really required for daily life. So when I pull the toes back, I can feel a stretch in the back of the calves. Improving movability of your muscles. Here's the standing option. If you're taking this in stand, if this feels achievable, if you're confident to give this a go, balance, support, ball of foot, press the heel into position, extra lift in the front end, there's your stretch. You can put in or kind of draw in the tummy muscles as well to get more activity in that upright posture. When you raise the heel, the stretch disappears, but you get contraction in the calves. And when you press the heel down, you get stretch. If you want more stretch, step further back and add some ease into that front leg. Any amount of kind of static, still position here is going to require more strength in that leg. So you may feel that you want to step out, have a pause, have a rest, step around, 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 and then sit up on the other side. And that is your 4 PM. My glasses are hanging by a thread here, look. So I've got, what a day. What a day. Comments not working. I don't know what you're saying. There's nothing going on my screen. I can see Sandra's there. All right, Sandra and Maddie and Carol and Doris and Gillian with a J. And that's it. Now tomorrow, I think I've got you for all 3. It's Townley triple tomorrow. Kaus is at a funeral of a grandma. So it's me for the 3. Heading up to Dublin from Limerick, so possibly the 8 AM from Limerick and hopefully the noon from Dublin or something like that. Skerries or something is where I'm going. Good to see you folks. What a day, what a kerfuffle, what a day. But it's been a day of good laughs as well, so you know, not a bad thing. All right, have a good evening folks. Stay dry. See you tomorrow.